my pet ball up. Dumping in bag, friends from the turn and the haters, I'm watching them fall up. I just walked in the safe, she looking like she wanna spit on my race. She looking like she tryna spit on this debt. I think she just tryna spit for the cash. I think she just wanna spend for the money. That's probably why I'm a fucking in dash. Cut to her hold my DM, she looking good.
I know y'all be just wondering, like, bro, you be switching up the vibes from the intros so suddenly when you start the videos, bro. Like, it's so different. But ladies and gentlemen, 82 Society, welcome back to another video. I think I'm gonna just be showing y'all my background. Like, I gotta have purpose for something. I mean, this gotta have purpose for something, my nigga. Like, I mean, I did post it and stuff, and it's just, you know, I gotta show it off a little bit. 18%, yeah, bro. Let's hope these videos come out great. But today we have the most disturbing theories for the freaking Walking Dead. Hold on, I gotta swap the screen so y'all can see. Here we are. Yeah. So the most disturbing theories of Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1. I can't wait to get back into that shit. I can't wait to replay the rest of these seasons and these DLCs, bro. I can't wait to document them on my channel, nigga. Like, y'all don't understand, bro. Like, my goals, I don't even really have a high tier main goal I'm trying to pursue for real, bro. Like, niggas is just trying to collect games on some the Rad Brad shit. Just have hella games uploaded. Be like, damn, bro, you played damn near hella games. But to be fair, I'm only doing that with specific game series like Halo and The Walking Dead, GTA 5 because of GTA 6. But I wouldn't say Call of Duty, because I know for a fact that either I haven't played, I don't think I've played all of them. Not to the full, like all the full campaigns, but yeah. Let's not get too sidetracked. Joshua TXI. His channel will be in the description down below where you can just see all his content. You know, you could go check him out. You know what I'm saying? He and everybody else that I react to will always be in the description down below. I mean, alongside my gaming channel. So with that being said, y'all, let's get into this video because I don't want to waste too much time. See how much it, like, how it already go down a percentage. That don't make no sense, my nigga.
Over the years, the Walking Dead game has built a reputation for hiding some of the darkest parts of its story behind cut content, vague dialogue, and unanswered questions. Murder, kidnapping, and characters mysteriously disappearing are just a handful of the mysteries surrounding the franchise. This video, however, will explore the strongest theories backed by the best evidence, in an attempt to bridge the gap between what we know and what remains unknown. So without further ado, let's get to work. Carly/Doug killed Lee. The butterfly effect suggests that seemingly small, innocent choices can alter the course of history, and this theory builds directly off that idea. At the end of episode 1, you're given the choice to save either Carly or Doug. Whoever you choose lives on borrowed time, as both meet the same fate in episode 3, regardless of your decision.
Yeah.
According to this theory, however, the time you save for Carly or Doug is taken from Lee instead. By saving either of them, you unknowingly set the dominoes in motion that ultimately leads to Lee's death. Let me explain. After saving Carly or Doug, the person you rescued repairs Clementine's broken walkie-talkie. That allows the stranger to make contact with Clementine at the exact perfect moment, just outside the St. John Dairy. From there, everything begins falling apart in eerily time-sensitive ways. Lee falls asleep just as the stranger plans to strike, then wakes up when a walker is wandering near Clementine's lost hat. Every second, minute, and hour gained by saving Carly or Doug gradually snowballs into the perfect chain of events that ends with Lee's death. The theory also argues that the game punishes you for playing God, deciding who lives and who dies based on a single moment. As crazy as that sounds, it's actually supported by cut content. The deleted dream sequences show Lee haunted by his choice, struggling to justify it even to himself. mouth. Could Telltale have originally intended this episode 1 decision to ripple across the entire story? That when one life is saved, another must eventually pay the price?
Damn.
That's up for you to decide. Clement.
I'd say it's a good ass theory, but like playing God is crazy. The nigga had 2 decisions to save a person, and he saved the person he thought he needed to the most. And honestly, in all logistics and being logical, my fault. Harley, you have a pistol. Once you get your ammo, why don't we go rush over and help Doug since you got the pistol, you know? You feel me? Let's not just watch him get dragged out the fucking window and ate apart. We're not playing like I don't agree with that part. Like God, no, we wasn't playing God. Like if the game wanted to be smart about it, we could have saved Doug too, because Carly deadass has a pistol, and we already learned that she's a good shot. Like, come on now. But you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna dive too deep into that because, well, yes we is, because honestly, if they wanted to, I mean, it would change the way the game goes, honestly. Like that would have to be like, the game would have to be like on the same level of this Detroit Become Human with the decision making, or even Beyond Two Souls, you know, those type games, because those decisions actually affect the story a lot more, and there's multiple paths actually. So if The Walking Dead was actually like that, I feel like it would be 10 times better, to be honest. Multiple pathways we could go, because that's what a lot of people were saying it missed, and a lot of people were like disliking the fact they're saying like it's a decision based game, but like everything leads to one action anyways. So it's like, you know, y'all can't fucking hear. I'm pissed, but I'm lucky I'm catching this shit. I feel like I need to go run and get my charger.
For you to decide.
But
Clementine's perspective. As children, we often see and remember the world in unrealistic ways. Some of us genuinely believed the Bermuda Triangle was a huge threat to humanity, while others panicked when our science teacher told us the universe would end in 80 billion years. This theory takes a very similar approach, although it does get a little bit silly. The theory goes like this. The Walking Dead Season 1, despite being told from Lee's perspective, is actually a recollection of Clementine's memories. What follows is a combination of multiple theories that have surfaced over the years. Some built around bugs in the game, and others built on, well, a lot of wishful thinking. Throughout the game, strange details change without any real explanation. Certain events are never mentioned again, and major moments are never fully shown on screen. Supporters of the theory point to things like Ben's hood changing from white to red, or Clementine's dress suddenly having a shirt underneath it. Some even reference the Clementine shoots the wall theory, arguing that we never actually see Lee die, only hear him gasp for air. As many have pointed out, a fatal headshot probably wouldn't end with a final breath. It all comes back to one central idea. We're seeing the story through the unreliable memory of a child. That's why Glenn leaves for such a vague reason, why the bandits attack almost the instant Lee removes the trading bag, as though several days between those events have—
Damn, that's actually, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The community is so dope, because they have creative ways to look at this game. And I kinda, bro, hold up. I'm gonna let bro talk for now. Hold up. I gotta like.
have simply been forgotten. It's also why this bandit looks strangely similar to Vernon. The obvious counter to this theory is that a huge portion of episode 5 takes place without Clementine ever being there. So how could she possibly know what Lee did or didn't do? Well, she couldn't. She's simply filling in the blanks. Lee gets bitten by accident, but he never tells her exactly how it happened. So she imagines a walker suddenly bursting out of a cardboard box and catching his arm through sheer luck. Kenny surviving the alleyway is explained the same way. All Clementine remembers is that he died, so she imagines him trapped in an impossible situation when in reality it may have been far less dangerous. The most likely explanation, however, is that these are simply development oversights or reused assets from an overworked team. While the theory
It's a creative
is
way
dark
to look at
and
him,
admittedly quite unsettling, forcing us to question how much of season 1 really happened as we saw it, there just isn't enough enough evidence to support it beyond a collection of bugs, glitches, and coincidences.
Yeah.
Molly was bitten. When Molly first appears in The Walking Dead, she's portrayed as someone who doesn't work for free. She even nearly lets Lee, Kenny, and Clementine die before being reminded of her little sister when Clementine pleads for help. Later, throughout episode 4, she becomes heavily invested in finding a boat, even risking her own life to guide the group to the supplies needed to get one running. Most importantly, Molly even steals the battery to make sure the group can't leave without her. That makes it all the stranger that she suddenly decides to leave at the end of the episode, even trying to slip away without anyone noticing. It's a decision that's never properly explained or revisited in future installments. The only reason Molly gives is that she doesn't like the water, which doesn't really line up with everything she's done and said beforehand, especially her philosophy of never doing free favors. Naturally, this led many theorists to believe something far more serious had happened. During the final moments of the Crawford section, Molly is attacked by multiple walkers, and the camera cuts away for much of the struggle. Regardless of your choices, she's either accidentally shot by Lee, saved by Lee, or saved by Clementine, meaning we never get a clear look at her after the attack as the group is thrown into a complete panic. This theory argues that Molly was bitten during that struggle, and by the time everyone returned to the house, she realized it was only a matter of time before she started showing symptoms. Rather than put the group in danger or force them to deal with her, she quietly slipped away before anyone could find out. Whether you believe it or not, it's arguably one of the most plausible theories to come out of the game. So, is Molly really dead, or did she simply have a change of heart after finally getting her revenge on Logan? Before we continue, this video is... Wait, there's no sponsor. That's right, no sponsor this time, so instead, I'm shamelessly plugging...
Sorry, Brody. Get your money though. Get your money. Get your money.
This theory is relatively straightforward.
But I'm on crunch time because my battery low as shit. But
most of you can probably guess where it's going. The deal Ben made with the bandits in episode 3
oh yes, talk to me about this.
The entire group.
Talk to me
At
about
face
this.
value, you might think the argument is simply the bandits never attacked the motel, therefore Ben saved everyone. But that's not actually the point. When Lee discovers the bag of stolen supplies, the bandits attack almost immediately. That's
Mm-hmm. Oh shit. I can't hear. Go back a little bit. But what is he finna cook up? What you got for Ben? How you gonna get Ben out of this?
Scouts, or at least a group stationed nearby, constantly watching the motel. During those weeks of relative peace, Kenny spent much of his time repairing the RV. If we put those two facts together, it paints a very different picture. Had Ben never made the deal, the bandits likely would have attacked much sooner, before the RV was even repaired, leaving the group with no way to escape. It also suggests that Ben's biggest mistake wasn't making the deal in the first place, but failing to tell the rest of the group about it.
Exactly.
If everyone had known what was happening, they could have packed up the RV and left before the bandits ever launched their attack.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. It ain't the deal. It was not telling the group. Damn, why would you not? Nigga, how can you keep that secret together, nigga? Like, Ben, like, nigga, how he ain't fold, bro? Like, nigga, I might have to get my charger.
Avoiding the confrontation altogether. So, in one sense, Ben may have saved the group by buying them enough time to get the RV running. In another, he's still partly responsible for the chain of events that led to Duck and Carly's deaths.
He's still responsible.
You, Carly, was innocent.
Wait. Yeah. No. That's facts. That's still facts. Like, you're still responsible, but like, yeah. It's just a different reasoning now. Like, you could have told us about it so we could prepare for it. Therefore, and hence, nigga, not Carly, Duck and Kaja would be alive. You know, we could have planned around this. You know, we could have said, okay, bet we're gonna make our last few rounds. We're gonna collect all the supplies and we're gonna get the fuck out of it. After he give Ben, you gonna give him their next ration. Once that next ration is given and they gone, we out of there. We they never gonna see us again. They just gonna get that last rat, that last little a little set of materials, a little supplies, nigga. That's it. After that, we is in the RV gone. You can apologize, nigga. You on the watch. You on duty for the next few weeks though, because you out here giving up our supplies and shit. But I mean, at least you told us. You know, could have went like that instead of Duck getting bit and Kaja committing suicide.
Would a Walking Dead theory video be without at least one mention of Lily and her definitely not, possibly maybe racist father, Larry? This is actually one of the most plausible theories and one I've gradually come to accept over time because it genuinely makes a lot of sense. The theory argues that after her father's death, Lily became completely obsessed with acting like a true leader. After all, Larry constantly pushed her to take charge even when she seemed reluctant. So when it came time to identify the thief in episode 3, she wasn't just suspicious of Ben. The thief to take charge, acting like a true leader. After all, Larry constantly pushed her to take charge, even when she seemed reluctant. So when it came time to identify the thief in episode 3, she wasn't just suspicious of Ben, she was absolutely convinced he was guilty. Perhaps even having evidence she never shared while accusing him. Things only begin to spiral when Carly openly challenges her, insults her, and keeps pressing on her insecurities.
Yeah.
According to the theory, what happens next, Lily murdering Carly in cold blood, isn't really about believing Carly was the culprit anymore. It's about her asserting authority. A ruthless act designed to test the group and see whether anyone would dare stand up to her. Of course, they do, and regardless of whether you let her stay or throw her out, Lily ultimately decides the group is no longer worth leading. By the time she returns in season 4, she's become something far more extreme, effectively a dictator who's willing to manipulate, harm, and kill others to maintain her position of power. The core idea is that Lily deliberately transformed herself into the kind of feared, uncompromising leader her father always wanted her to be. Killing Carly wasn't an emotional outburst like we now believe. It was actually an attempt to silence dissent and establish absolute control, hoping the rest of the group would simply accept it. Conclusion. And now we've reached the end. We've explored some of the biggest, strangest, and most obscure theories surrounding the Walking Dead. Yet we're somehow left with even more questions than answers. Was Molly bitten? Was Ben secretly the group's savior? Was Lily always destined to become a ruthless dictator? Well, that's up for you to decide. This was a gigantic
because it's
video
just
that
a
took me
theory, Joshua TXI theory. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video of the most disturbing theories of Telltale's The Walking Dead game, season 1. The best one to me was kinda, to be honest, the Ben one, because I've always thought about that one. I always wanted to see more about it. The Molly one was good too, though. Clementine, all of these were great, actually. All of these were great. I really think these theories are solid, though. These are some great theories. Like, it really be the people on Reddit for real. Like just countless hours, days, months, weeks, years of just theories, of theorizing, communicating with others, and just coming up with shit. Like, honestly, I kind of like all of them. All of these theories are cool. At most, I'd say the Clementine's perspective is a bit, I mean, it's not a bit like bad, but I'd say that's the least favorited one out of the whole thing. Ben saved everyone. That's a cool one. Lily knew Carly was. This one was okay. It kind of dives into her her final season character, season 4 character. I mean, but it kind of mixes the two. It kind of, when you look at it like that, it kind of does show. Damn, I don't know, but yeah, the Ben one and the Molly one, I love those two for sure. Those are my favorite out of the two. I mean, out of the whole entire video. How many was there? Like 5? Yeah. Out of the whole 5, those are the top 2. I don't know what others are like in my favorite, but like I know those are 1 and 2. You feel me? But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the video, to another fan made some content. Joshua TXI, his page will be in the description down below alongside my gaming content, where you can see more of me and let's plays, PS2 games, and all types of other games that you may like. But appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace.